Alright, good morning everyone. Let's talk about doing the HBCU paper. In order to do this, you have to have completed this that I have right here in front of me, which is the HBCU banner. Okay, it looks like this. If you have, mine's all destroyed from being in class and pointing at things, but if you have been online and are doing this remotely, then you'll have a commie version of this that does not have the name of the university. You'll have to pick one yourself, and it does not have this logo here at the bottom. But if you're in person, you will have a paper copy of this. You should have completed it before attempting to do this paper. Okay, so here's how we do this paper here. This essentially is taking the exact same answers that we got when we did this and putting them into a essay type format. So we have 5 paragraphs to write here. We have paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Oh, my pencil broke. And over here we have the 3rd paragraph, and on the back the 4th paragraph, and down here and on to the next page is the 5th paragraph. So you can see we're going to be writing a 5-paragraph essay, and this is pretty much the easiest way that you can ever have to do it, because you just have to fill in the blanks. And I'm going to show you exactly where we fill in the blanks from. We get them from our banners. So let's read through this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a star on any of the lines that you're not going to get straight from this packet. Paper, banner. Okay, in my ELA class, we learned that an HBCU is, and here we've already got our first star. This one's not on the packet. Okay, and then I want you to define HBCU. I see a lot of kids try to put just HBCU stands for historically black college or university. That's not a definition that is telling me what it stands for. Okay. I got the chance to research an HBCU called blank, which is in blank. This is asking for the name of your university and the city and state that it's in. So for mine, I got the chance to research an HBCU called Spelman College, which is in, what does this say here? Atlanta, Georgia, comma, between the two, Georgia. Okay. It was founded in the year, from right here, 1881. Okay, make sure that you're doing this for your own banner. I think this school is special because, and this one is also on your banner right here. However, I didn't write anything on here. Let me just, I guess I'll just put a star next to it, because that is something that you'll have to fill out on your own. Our next sentence is does not have any blanks in it. It says my HBCU is also known for its motto, alumni and fantastic majors. I'm going to highlight this on mine. Do not do the same to yours. Okay, this sentence right here has a specific name, and I want you to be aware of what this sentence is called, because in the future I'm going to tell you, hey, you need to write a sentence like this. This is called a thesis statement. What this is doing is telling us all the different things we're going to hear about in the rest of the paper. This here, don't write this, is our introduction. Okay, this is our introduction, this first paragraph. Our second paragraph is what we call a body. Okay, and in our introduction, what we do is we create a thesis statement that tells us what each of the body paragraphs are going to be about. So this says, my HBCU is also known for its motto, alumni, and fantastic majors. Oops. So if we look at the 3 body paragraphs, here's our first body. We have it about the motto. There's the first topic. So then we can tell the second paragraph is going to be about the alumni. Let's check and see. This is also a body paragraph. And right here, it is about the alumni. Okay? So the same is also true for the 4th paragraph. Where's that at? Page. It says it's about the majors. And here in our thesis statement, we can see that it is about the majors. So that's something you should be aware of. That's how thesis statements work. Something you should have learned previously is how to write a thesis statement. We'll be touching on it again soon when we move on to writing other papers. Okay. So, moving on to our next blank. My school's motto is blank. We're just going to carry it over from our banner here. My school, our motto was a choice to change the world. So I'm going to write that out. A choice to change the world. And I gave you kind of a really long thing here in case yours is really long. Now there's one more thing that we need to do with this other than just carry it over. We're also going to surround this in quotation marks. So quotation marks look like this, just two little ticks on the end there and the beginning. So now the school's motto is a quote. So we know that this is something we took straight word for word. To me, this motto means blank. And this is something you're going to have to fill out on your own. You can't get it from your banner. So think about what this motto means to you. Now, keep in mind, some of you might have a motto that is in a foreign language. If it's in a foreign language, I want you to write down the translation of it and then also think, what does this translation mean? So for me, I'm thinking the motto is a choice to change the world. What choice could they be talking about? The choice might be to go to their school. So maybe to me, this motto means that choosing to go to their school can help you change the world. Okay, that's what I might put for mine. For yours, of course, you'd have to look at what your motto says and try to think of what that motto means. I'm moving quickly because you have the ability to pause this video and can take as much time as you need to continue. This line here is for your motto meaning still. They also have a well-known mascot, which we're going to take straight from here. So I'm going to put the jaguar. Okay. And then this blank line, these 3 blank lines, are for you to write one new sentence of your own creation. Okay, this is the only sentence that does not have anything filled out for you. You will have to come up with what this sentence is about on your own. Here are some suggestions. You might make this a connection between the mascot and the motto. So how is a jaguar connected to the idea of changing the world? Well, a jaguar is a strong type of animal, and changing the world takes a strong person. So there's a connection I could have made. You can do an explanation. Okay, you can explain what the jaguar is. So I could say, if I can't think of a connection, I might say a jaguar is a large type of cat, which would be kind of a weak sentence there, but if that's the best I could do. And a third suggestion for you, something else you could do, is write out background details. Okay, so if your thing tells you why the jaguar is their mascot, you can say down here, the mascot is the jaguar because blank, 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 blank. Okay, so for this box here, what you're going to do is pick this, or anything else that you can think of, okay, one of these, not all of them, and write out a single sentence that that finishes off this paragraph. All right, once again, you can pause to write that out. So I'm moving on. An alumni is, and this is also something you'll have to fill out on your own. I'm looking for a definition. An alumni is blank. One famous alumni from the HBCU I researched is, and I'm going to take it straight from my banner here. Her name was Professor Dorian Crosby. I'm going to abbreviate this because I can't write very small. Professor Dorian Crosby. He or she, and then I want you to say something about them in this blank here. This might come from your thing if you had room to write yours. Mine, you can see when I did this example in class, I kind of ran out of room a little bit here. It's that she published a book. And that reminds me, and when I see that, oh, yeah, that's right. I remember exactly what kind of book she wrote even. So how I can finish this sentence by saying, I'll even underline the she. She is known for writing a book about, and if I recall correctly, it was the country of Somalia. Not sure if that's how you spell it, but I would have to go back to the website and look for that detail if I was unsure. Okay. The next one says here, another alumni from my school is blank. And you can see in class, I didn't actually grab a second name here, so I can't recall. I know I've found several, but I'm just going to put name in parentheses here so you know this is what you're going to do. You're going to put a name here, he or she, and then just like before, is known for, and then fill in the blank. What did they do? What these two tell me about the school is that blank. This is another one you'll have to fill in on your own. Think about the connection between the two people from your school, the two alumni that you researched. If both of them are sports people, then you might say, this tells me that the school is great for sports. If both of them were authors, you might say, this tells me the school is great for authors. Both of them are women, great for women. If one of them is a CEO and the other one became president, then it's good for leadership. Now, obviously, there's no HBCU with a president, other than maybe Kamala Harris. I'm not sure which school she went to, though. All right, on to the next page. Some of the majors offered at my HBCU are blank, blank, and blank. This is where we're taking it straight from our majors section down here. And with that, I think we have used everything on our banner. So mine were mathematics, English, and art. Okay, if I were going to this school, I would major in, and then here you're going to pick one of these three options. Which one of these sounds the best to you? Now, for me, obviously, I would pick English because that's what I'm kind of known for. So I'm going to put that down here again. I put the star here because this is not technically on your sheet, nor are the rest of these, technically. So the next part here, I would major in English because blank. So give me your reason for picking the major that you chose. Remember, a major is a subject. Okay, oops, That wasn't on screen. A major is just a subject, so it's something that you would study the entire time that you're at this school. So it would have to be something that you would enjoy. The school's website says that students who major in this blank. Now this is probably the one of the most difficult parts of this. What we need to do with this is go back to our school's website and look into the major that we just wrote down. So for me, this is my Spelman College. So I'm going to go back to my list of majors, which was under academics, which is where it'll be for most of you. And then down here I have majors and minors, programs. And again, this is going to be a different process for each of you depending on what your website looks like, but you should all have found a page that lists them. Now it's a matter of going to this list and seeing if you can find out more. So if I chose the English major, what I'm going to do is click on English and read what the website tells me about it. And then I can take what it tells me and put it on this line right here. Okay, so let's take a look at mine together, and you can do the same for your own. This says requirements for people who go in as English majors. English is a complex field with a variety of applications and intellectual approaches. The successful student in English must be versed or familiar with texts from across historical periods and national traditions, and familiar with different methods of producing and interpreting works in varied forms and genres. What this means is if you take an English major here, you would be successful if you are already knowledgeable about historical periods, so history, nationalities, okay, differences between the traditions of different countries, and also familiar with different methods or ways of producing interpretations of works. In other words, different methods for understanding things that you read in a variety of forms and genres. So what I would do then is, that's enough for me. I might, for you, you might have to keep reading, but that answers my question enough that I can come back here and say the website says that students who major in this must, and then what did it say? Must be good with history, nationality, national differences, N-A-T-I-O-N. Let's skip over the star here. Differences and understanding what they read. Okay, so that is how I would take what this website said right here and put it into my own words. The question is, how will you take what your website says and put it into your own words? Okay, I would pause now and go do that and then come back. Our next thing says, students who take this major usually get jobs as blank. And for this, you can either use your intuition or say what you want to get a job as, or look it up. So I know that people who get jobs, or people who study English, usually get jobs as teachers. Oh my goodness, I can't spell today. Teachers, writers, and journalists. Okay, if you don't know what the major you picked, maybe you chose mechanical engineering, and you don't know what they would get a job as, go on Google and type in, what do mechanical engineers get jobs as? And you should be able to come up with some things right off the bat. All right, and with that, we're pretty much done. The rest of this is super easy. In conclusion, the name of your school is an HBCU known for its motto. So we'll copy this down again. A choice to change the world. Ooh. And its mascot, which we'll take from here again, the jaguar. Really successful people like Professor Dorian Crosby, and the other name that you found. Okay, I once again only found one. Went there, so if I were to go there too, I might be successful as well. This school has blank, blank, and blank as majors. I had mathematics, English, and art. As majors, as well as so many more. If I went there, I might major in English, because that's what I put before when I chose it. And then the last blank here, putting the name of our school again. Spelman really is one-of-a-kind school. And that's the entire paper. So by the time you're done, you should have all of these stars filled out. I can't do these for you because they're all going to be unique to your school. So the answers that you have are going to be too different from what I can come up with to put down on here for you. Okay. Please do not make any of the markings on here that I've made, like these stars or writing the words at the top. Please don't do any of that, because when you turn these in and when I grade them, I'm going to hang them on the walls along with your banners so that everybody can see them. If you're doing it online, I will have to print them out, but that's something I'm willing to do. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in class when it is time for you to turn this in.